Yo people, welcome back to another review, this time the Bad Batch episodes 10 and 11, and it's safe to say the darkness has reached an all-time high in this show. Episode 10 was another one of those episodes where we didn't see the Bad Batch at all, which always means they're about to show us in-depth stuff to do with the villains, which kids and low attention spans would find boring. In this episode, we saw Cad Bane essentially child trafficking a Force-sensitive baby. Aside from that, we saw that there were 3 more kids who had been trafficked already that were also Force-sensitive, and they were prisoners on Mount Tantis, as we find out as we get more behind the scenes stuff. We find out that the clone, Emery, has asked Hemlock if she can be in charge and replace Nala Se, basically see out all the operations from the scientific side. The fact that she's asking, I'd immediately be suspicious if I was Hemlock, if I was the Empire, but whatever. With this promotion, she gets shown where the kids are, and whenever Emery and the kids interact, it's the kids saying that they want to go home, and it's all this sympathy thing, and all of that makes Emery kind of feel bad, and she starts to question further why she's with the Empire. She even gets Omega's toy that she had on Tantis and gave it to one of the kids because she felt bad. Ultimately, we all know that they'll get freed, probably by Omega. I think Omega may get put in this room with all the kids, which would be a massive mistake and stupid from the Empire, but anyways, they'll all be together and Emery will somehow help them to escape. And I do believe that all the kids will survive apart from Emery. I think she will die along the way, which to be honest will be a good thing, because if you don't know, or if you're new around the channel, I want to see at least 5 bodies drop in that final battle in and around the final few episodes. So if they reach that target, then I'll respect the show even more, it will gain even more points, and I respect the ambition and the darkness that they've reached if they reach that 5 goal. In this episode, we also saw Tarkin, and he was questioning Hemlock as to why he was requesting so much of the Empire's money. I personally thought Tarkin would know about the whole Project Necromancer thing since he's one of Palpatine's main people, but I guess that isn't a thing at the moment. Maybe their partnership grows throughout the years, who knows, but it was pretty odd to see that, to be honest, unless Hemlock is working on his own personal project and no one knows about it, who knows. This then leads Hemlock to have a word with Clone X, the mystery clone that we've been seeing. He spoke with the Trandoshan, which we assume has to be Sid, and Sid gave away the locations of the whereabouts of Fee, the pirate friend of the Bad Batch we saw back in season 2. Hemlock also makes it crystal clear that this is Clone X's last chance to capture Omega. Also, a quick side note, my next video will be the one where I discuss who I think Clone X is, so make sure you're subbed to the channel, stay tuned for that one. I'll give you a little spoiler, I don't think it's tech. Let's move on to episode 11, and it was pretty straightforward. Clone X, he finds the information from the pirate, and from that moment on, we knew what would happen. Omega was definitely getting captured again, and it would technically be the last time that she was free with her brothers, living life, chilling, and the next time they meet will probably be on Tantis, where at least one of them will get eliminated for sure. It was pretty crazy seeing how the Empire just assaulted the whole island, took over swiftly, making their presence known immediately, blowing up stuff, making sure no one leaves, and to know that they can do it with such ease across the whole galaxy, and they've been doing that, kind of shows how much power they currently have. This is probably their prime in terms of domination and power. The Rebel Alliance is nowhere to be seen, it's not even thought of. So yeah, it was kind of nice to see how they just take over so quick. So during that whole thing, obviously we saw Wrecker got knocked out. Crosshair let Omega have her way, which was that she wanted to get herself captured, think of the bigger picture, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. And ultimately Crosshair's aim let him down once again at the end, although he was preoccupied, he was facing stormtroopers and all of that stuff. But some of the responsibility does fall on his shoulders in terms of letting Omega get away and no tracking, no nothing. As we saw, the ship that Omega was on, he was supposed to shoot the tracker onto it, he missed, and yeah, it's gonna be big problems next episode, because we know Hunter is gonna be raging at Crosshair. He'll probably cause a big fight, a big scene on the island, because Crosshair ultimately let Omega get herself captured. He might even say that Crosshair still works for the Empire and this has been his whole plan. Wrecker obviously was knocked out, so there was absolutely no witnesses when Crosshair and Omega made the deal and were speaking about how she should sacrifice herself. This will probably lead Crosshair having to leave, or just to cool down the whole situation. He'll probably go, he'll do the Han Solo thing where he comes in clutch and saves the Bad Batch and the others at the end, depending on how bad Hunter takes the news that Omega is gone. Overall, 2 more solid episodes. I think this season already has been the best season of the Bad Batch. The other 2 seasons had way too much filler, too many Sid missions, too many irrelevant things which got annoying, but this one has had meaning and purpose across all the episodes of the season. Even the slower episodes, they've had a purpose, and they all have been fitting into the story nicely and building up to these big moments which we're about to see in the last few episodes. But yeah, I believe we have 4 episodes left, 4 or 5, I'm not sure. So things will only get more intense from here. Things will get darker, people will die. As always, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Sub to the channel if you haven't already, and if you're new around here, thank you for your time and have a great rest of your day.